Google, Tesla earnings, not so good in this after hours market today, Wednesday, July 22nd, 7:30 p.m. I'm KD, not a financial advisor, just a guy who charts and trades, definitely not a fortune teller. And I just want to emphasize charts and trades. I do not waste time on earnings. I never trade earnings. It's too risky. I'm not a risk trader. I'm not a gambler, and I'm definitely not aggressive. So for you aggressive types out there, this is why you should stay away from earnings. I never trade earnings for this reason. Google annihilates earnings. Meanwhile, we're trading lower 3%-ish right now after hours. Just look at these numbers, 216% on revenue, surprise, just amazing. 2.5% on total revenue, just an amazing number. But why is Google trading lower then with all these great numbers? I'll explain. Comes down to two words. One word is guidance. Uncertainties is another one here in this bottom bullet point. Forward-looking statements, caution about risks and uncertainties that could impact future results. Guidance. There's some uncertainty with future guidance. That's why it's all coming in now as it pertains to Google, that is. So depending on where this thing closes, how strong, we have a half hour till after market is closed. We have gap fills everywhere. This is a great area right here of support. It has gap fill and a little area right there touched as well, but right below that's another gap fill area right there. So there's a few areas. We have a another little, hold on, sorry as I get my buttons together, another area here, perhaps a shelf over here, then a touchdown here a few times, but we have a few areas of support below. I like this one the most because it's closest and it's right at the 200-day moving average. I'm not playing this until we get, I gotta play this one very carefully. I don't have a great read on exactly where it's gonna. Right now, however, it's into some support right there, which is pretty decent support. Congestion here, a little bounce. So it just might bounce now, but I don't have a good read on this. Tesla just collapsing down 4% to this point, 7:30 p.m. But at least you could understand this. They blew earnings, okay, down big time on earnings. Well, they surprised on revenue, but you could at least understand that. As we speak, it's currently at a nice area of support. This is that area coming into right here. I like it because it is pivot, pretty obvious. Had a little touch there, a little touch there. Next area of support for me will be this zone here. That's the $335 mark. Don't have a great read on this yet either. Want to see how the market interprets these earnings tomorrow morning before I sharpen in on some real good buy areas. Lastly, we'll look at the NASDAQ, the overall market here. And by the way, Google also collapsed where AI sentiment is still pretty high in the eye of the consumer.